Good morning, grandkids. Today is a day for showing you goodies that I got in the mail. The first thing that I have here to show you is from Christopher Hammond. He sent me a beautiful Skyrim coin. Cool. So that'll go over there on one of my shelves that have other coins and stuff laying on it. He sent this little note with it. Note from Christopher. Hi, I'm Christopher M. Hammond. I have a little Etsy shop and thought that you might want something that I made. Oh, he made that. Very cool. This is an actual gold-plated septum. Very cool. It's as close to the game as I can get. Just a small token to show you the appreciation that so many people feel for you. I hope you enjoy it and know how many people's lives that you have touched just by being you. Keep doing what you're doing, and blessings of the 9 divines upon you. Christopher. That is so sweet. Thank you so much. I love the coin, but I love your note. I appreciate that very much, and that coin is going over there on the shelf with all my others. Well, I have a few. I shouldn't say all my others. But they're all different kinds, so that's great. This is from Cecily. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Aytes. I have no idea how to pronounce that, where to put the accent on it, or to stress a syllable. Oh my goodness, your printing is so nice and neat. I love it when people send me things that I can actually read. Dear Grandma Shirley, we hope that this letter finds you well. I apologize for not writing sooner. It's been a busy month. We thank you for writing us because it was a lovely surprise. We are so happy that you love the pillow. My mom, is that the pillow there on my chair? Is that the one you're talking about? I think so, because I don't think I have another pillow. My mom was ecstatic to watch you hold it up for everyone to see. Even though she's a retired seamstress, she still loves making people happy who genuinely appreciate her creations. She owned a sewing store called Stitching Time. Cool. Where she made clothing and quilted awesome stuff, did alterations, and sold sewing supplies. That's great. I love going in stores like that. I quit quilting. She's been sewing for over 65 years. Wow. If that's the pillow that you're referring to, which I think it is the only one I got, I really love it, and there's so much detail work on that. It's great. We still watch your videos with our caffeinated beverages. Your Skyrim adventures are funny, creative, and relaxing. Thank you. All at the same time. My niece subbed your channel when she heard some of your witty remarks at your enemies and followers. I can't keep my mouth shut. I hope that your coffee woke you up for the day. See you later on the YouTube. Yeah, I'm still drinking it too, and it's waking me up. See my cool Skyrim cup. Yeah. Safe travels to your grandchild's wedding. Yeah, this is an older letter. That's what I came back from with COVID. Cecily, Leona, Izzy, in parentheses, and Holly. Thank you so much. I appreciate getting a letter from you. And I appreciate the pillow, which I've already shown anyway. Thank you. This one is from overseas. Oh, this is from John Redgate. And he had a cool seal on the back of it. He always puts this at the top of his letters. Dear Grandma Shirley, it has been a while since I wrote to you. Over a year, in fact. Shocking. However, now is the time to sit my butt down and put pen to paper. You're so funny. I thought, first of all, to congratulate you on your 1 million subscribers. That's amazing. And you certainly deserve that huge award from YouTube. My gold play button. Secondly, I am so happy to know that you are recovering well from your stroke. Oh, that was months ago, and yeah. The only thing they told me now is that they would just check me once in a while to see how I was doing, because it will take time for memories to slowly be coming back that I may have lost. But the big things that I lost, like taking care of my medicines, my banking channel, and my YouTube channel, that was a total blank to me. That has all come back to me. That's fine. So now it's just vague memories here and there that I was having that kind of a problem for years before. So it's just like that to me. So they said that it might take time for any of that to come back, but I doubt if that kind will, because it's just like it was before, so I don't feel really that much worse about it. So yeah, it's has come along fine, and I'm really surprised how quickly those things that were really bad came back to me. And every time I see you, it puts a huge smile on my face. Oh, I'm glad of that. And lastly, thank you for creating content that is so enjoyable to watch. You are so entertaining. Thank you. I hope someday I'm able to have such a tremendous sense of fun and a kind and warm spirit like you do. You just have to stay positive and be upbeat. Don't let things get you down, put you in a negative attitude. Things that you can't do anything about, just don't worry about it. Take care. Best wishes for the rest of 2022. P.S. I would love to come to Ohio someday to meet you and go for milkshakes. I'd love that too, John, but I know that you live over the ocean in another country. So we doubt that will ever happen, but that would be cool. Thank you so much for your wonderful letter. I appreciate it. This is one that was returned to me because the person has moved. And I printed everything on the address exactly like theirs was, so I guess they've moved. And that was Roman Lazarev. Here is the is the name. Is that Lazarev? I don't know. So, Roman, I did try to write to you. Sorry. This is... Wait a minute. I really tore this envelope up getting into it. I don't know why. Look at this. That's terrible. This is from Audrey Exner. E-X-N-E-R. Exner, I guess. Before I read her letter, I'll show you what else is in here. This is a picture of the desert in Arizona with the Tehachapi's far, far in the distance. I have seen this view so many times. I loved it. I loved it when I lived there. That was my favorite place I've ever lived, and it was the shortest time period I lived there. I could have lived the rest of my life there. Let me see. And then this is a cute piece of stationery. Look at the cats printed on there. This is her cats. My mom made me these note cards, and I love them. These are my cats, Clutch and Tink. Clutch is the baby boy, and Tink is a Siamese mix. They are best friends. Isn't that cute? Oh, this had some stuff in it, and I was in my son's car when I opened it and lost a lot of stuff out in his car, and I felt so bad. This stuff was totally torn up that you put in here. She said they should be safe to handle and hold. Yeah, right. If they survived the journey. They did not. Oh, this is some more neat printing. It's easy to read. Dear Grandma Shirley, it was so nice to receive your letter. What a nice surprise. We are still living at Edwards, and yes, Zane is in the Air Force. He really enjoys his job and his co-workers. I have made some wonderful friends here, and with time I am coming to see how you love the desert. It is very beautiful in its own way, but I do miss the green. Spring is my favorite time out here, too. The winter is too dreary and windy. We love to go on walks, and I press flowers I find in the desert. That's fun. I sent some from this spring, so you can have a little piece of Antelope Valley. Unfortunately, I can't send a cactus. Laugh. I'm glad you didn't try to send a cactus or even a piece of one. Those things are prickly, and there's so many different kinds out there. But anyway, the piece of Antelope Valley that you did send for me didn't make the journey very well, I'm afraid. We went to the poppy reserves this year, and it was so, oh my God. That was one of my favorite things, was when that desert out there bloomed with them poppies. It was so gorgeous. I did have, but I don't know where it's at, a picture of my big dog sitting in all those poppies. We went to the poppy reserve this year and it was so beautiful. I have never seen so many flowers. I have only been to Arizona once, but I'll take your word that it is even better. I visited the Grand Canyon and it was unreal. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying your time out there. What kind of dogs did you have? My first dog was a shepherd. My second dog was a boxer, and I don't know if she was a boxer and a shepherd mix, but she looked like a boxer, but she had a long nose instead of that short nose like a boxer. And then she had a baby from a shepherd that lived up the street, not my shepherd. And so her baby was part boxer and part shepherd. That was Duke. That was my last dog. I loved him to death. And that's not why he died, because I loved him to death. He died of old age. They all died of old age. Like about 14 years. Where am I at? I volunteer at a shelter here, and the animals always make me feel better. They make good friends. It sounds like your dogs lived long, happy lives. They did. What more can we ask for? Also, I struggle with never finishing a writing project as well. I told her about all the different books I start and I never finish anything. I will go find your videos of your book and binge watch them. It can be my new audio book. Thanks. Did you ever visit LA? Oh yeah. We have been once to Hollywood, but didn't really like it. Believe me, I do not like anywhere down in LA. I only went once or twice while I lived out there. And I lived out there after I moved from Arizona over to the coast to Lancaster and Palmdale. I was only down in LA 2 or 3 times. Yeah, I just do not like the place at all. Let me see. There must be something worthwhile there, though. We do want to find a new beach to visit if you have any recommendations. That's been absolutely too long ago for me to tell you where it's at, but there was a beach over on the coast out from LA and Lancaster before you got down to, out from Palmdale and Lancaster before you got down to LA. There was even a little camping site there, very small, and way down to the beach. I had a couple of pictures somewhere of me and my dogs down on that beach. I'll have to look them up sometime. But I don't know how to tell you where it's at. As I said, I am sending some pressed wildflowers and hope they make it one piece. They didn't. They aren't too delicate. Well, they must be. So it should be okay. Also sending a photo I took. It's a view of the Tehachapi Mountains from Edwards. Thank you so much for your kind reply, and I hope to hear from you again. Much love, Audrey Exner. Thank you so much for your letters, for your picture, your stationery, and the messy plant you sent me. That must have been a hard trip for it, I guess. Put this back in my torn up envelope. Thank you so much for this. I appreciate it a lot. This is from The Hazard. And look what The Hazard sent me. Besides a letter, they sent me these Sharpies in gold and copper and silver, which I appreciate very much because I am totally out of my ones like this. So thank you. I do like to use these. Grandma Shirley, I hope and pray you are feeling better. I'm fine. And forgive my handwriting, as it is horrible. Well, it's actually not handwriting, it's printing, and you could print a little slower, maybe. The last time I sent you a request for an autograph, and you asked to keep the pen. I remember that. I was late to reply that you could. Alas, I was also tardy to send you some more. Here they are, and I hope you enjoy them. The Hazard. I appreciate this so much. And I remember when you sent that for me to sign, and I wanted to keep your pen. And I did. But thank you for sending me these. I really appreciate that, because I really want them. Now I'm down to the last thing. First of all, I would like to say to everyone, please don't ever, when you send me anything, even a card, please do not put sprinkles of any kind in the box or in the card. It makes a mess all over my couch and my floor and me, and I track it, and it's hard. My end table and piece of my chair, it's hard to clean up. So please don't ever put sprinkles in anything that you send me. And I think a lot of you feel the same way, that you don't want to get all these sprinkles all over the place. So don't send them to each other. It's dreadful. Dreadful. I just wanted to mention that while I'm here. Okay, this young lady wrote a book, and she sent it to me. And look at this. Isn't that cool? She sent me 2 bookmarks to use, which I also love. Oh, I took that out of where I had it. I sat down yesterday or last night to just look at this and glance through it a little bit. I glanced at the beginning of it and started to read a couple of sentences before I went to bed. And I kept reading and kept reading and I got so into it. So I thank you. You're doing a great job. I don't know if you've written books before or not. I don't know if you said to me anytime. But I love this one. And she wrote in the beginning of it, Miss Shirley, I hope Angel's Adventure captures your imagination and leaves you wanting more. It did. It did. And this is so interesting and written so well. And it's about older teenagers so far. And I wouldn't have thought that would appeal to me, but it's written so well that I'm just enjoying it. I almost couldn't make myself stop and go to bed. So thank you very, very much. And it's a beautiful book. And this is the first book in a series that she wants to write of this. So let me see what I got her address here. So let me look at the card she sent. Miss Shirley Curry, aka Skyrim Grandma. I hope this finds you well. This book is the first volume of the Phoenix Chronicles, the first step in Angel's journey. Angel Thames always knew she was different than other people. There were never any doubts about that. What she didn't know was that what was supposed to be a peaceful, normal day at the beach would turn into a snowball, an ever-growing force propelling her into a life she would have never dreamed of. Along this path, she meets new friends and garners new enemies, all while wondering where she came from and battling a rage inside herself that only grows as time goes on. I hope you enjoy the Flames of Wrath and that you continue to post these awesome screenshots of the beautiful world of Skyrim. Sincerely, S. Her name is S. Francis Tiger. So this is the first book of the series she's going to be writing or has written. I don't know which. And I love it. I would recommend it. So she tells me how, I don't want to give you her address without her permission, but if you tell me how to tell others to order this, or how to contact you to thank you for reading it, or whatever, let me know and I will announce it on here with the book again. Okay? Thank you so much for this. I do appreciate it and I'm really enjoying it. So, that's it for now, grandkids. I don't have anything else to show you, and so I don't have anything else to talk about for now because this was just for showing gifts and mail. And I will see you all next time. I hope you enjoyed what I read, enjoy learning about this book, and be ready to order it as soon as she lets me know some information to give you all. So I'm going to say goodbye, and until next time, see ya.